Hi everyone, it's Paolo. Okay, so I am so excited because today we are celebrating our 200th episode. Can you believe it? And we have a very special guest because I am going to be talking with the one and only GAYLE King. You guys, I love her so much. She was a guest on our show back in season 1, but she's back and I cannot wait to see her. So I'll see you guys at CBS with GAYLE.
Spoonful of Paolo, here we go.
Okay, here we go. A spoonful of Paolo. This is our 200th episode. Oh. Are we good? Are you ready?
Yeah.
GAYLE, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being our 200th guest. I wanted this so bad.
I'm honored. I said, all the people, Paolo and Patrick asked if I could be the 200th guest. Yes, please. I remember when he started. I'll just say this. I remember when we didn't even have a mug. We just had a name. I remember that.
We've come so far in the last 12 years.
We didn't even have a spoon.
No, we did it.
It's called a spoonful. We didn't even have a friggin' spoon. And look at you.
Well, thank you. Well, look at you. You just celebrated your 12th anniversary at CBS Mornings. I know. So please, let's talk about...
Let's high five ourselves.
Yes. And it's not just that. Hello, Oprah Daily. You've been with them 23 years. You got your new show on CNN, King Charles, with Charles Barkley. You need to tell him to stop drinking all that Diet Coke because I know he does 15 to 20.
He does 15 a day.
It's insane.
Yes,
I keep seeing all that. I know.
I'm working on him.
And then you got your radio show, like GAYLE King in the House, on Thursdays at 5 o'clock on Sirius XM. And here I am sitting with you. This means a lot to me. It means you have no idea because I look up to you.
But I was flattered you asked me, and I'm not kidding.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for your success, really.
Thank you so much.
I remember first seeing you on the Oprah show back in the day. You were working in your parents' grocery store, and Oprah appears, and then the rest is history.
Yeah, thank you.
2024, we're still sitting
here. Yes, exactly.
CBS.
Exactly. And the cool thing about you is that you never dreamed of being on television, but yet you've been a TV journalist for like over 40 years. And I love when you say this, and I think it's so good.
Well, I majored in psychology.
I know you did it because you love talking to people, helping them understand things.
I love listening to people's problems.
And you love listening to people's problems.
And giving unsolicited advice.
Yes, I know you did.
Wouldn't I be good at that?
Yes. You know, you say that we have a front row seat to history and we get to tell people about it. I love that because I remember the first week when you at the time was called CBS This Morning.
Yes.
I had interviewed you the day after you just interviewed Michelle Obama, First Lady. And and you think about your career, 12 years, you sitting in that front row and seeing all of this that's been happening. Could you have ever in the world, could you have ever imagined that?
You know, it's funny. I'm friends with Diane Sawyer, and I remember when she celebrated her 10th anniversary of Good Morning America, I said, how in the world do you do that for 10 years, getting up at those shitty hours? Because the hours are bad, but I love the job. And now here I sit 12 years later, because I really do mean it when I say front row seat to history, covering the Queen's death, covering the royal weddings, covering, the shootings, the horrible shootings in this country. And I'm such a news junkie still, Paolo.
I know
you still love it.
That's why I love you.
So the fact that I get to do this job and get to see it firsthand means a lot to me. And I don't take it lightly. I don't take it for granted. I think it's a privilege, and I think it's a big responsibility.
Yes, it is. It's like Dr. Phil told you, you got a press pass to life.
Yes.
I remember he said it to you, and I'm like, God, it's so good. It's so true.
Yes.
And you've come a long way since your first job at Foster Freeze when you were taking people's hamburger orders, and look at you now, it's really great.
I was very proud of that job, though. You know why?
Tell me.
And to this day, it bugs me if I go to a place and the person doesn't have the change, they have to whack open the thing. Because I'm thinking, you're running low.
Yeah.
So I always prided myself on never running out of that.
Make sure it's all there, yes.
I also came up with a system of putting the lettuce and the tomato together in one thing so you could just put it on the bun.
Oh my God.
Just looking for shortcuts.
That's so good.
Listen, I still to this day love a great cheeseburger. Foster Freeze was great training for me.
Oh my God, it's so true. I think some people don't know is that you lived in Turkey from first grade to sixth grade. And you lived there because your father was an electronic engineer who worked for the government.
Right.
And I remember you saying that you lived in a regular neighborhood. I think that address was 39 Sokak Street or something like that.
Yes, it's Otus.
That's say it in the...
Otus Dokus, Aitin Sokak, which means 39. Very good, Paolo. 39 Aiton Sokak, which means street.
Yep,
And Mebus Evlere, that's a
See,
neighborhood.
I couldn't say it in, but
Yes.
I'll say it in English and she'll convert it then.
Yes.
So how, you living there all those years, how has that helped or shaped you into the Gayle King that you are today, sitting here with me, being on CBS Mornings, would you say?
I don't know if I've thought about that so much. It's just that when you're a little kid, you know this, you go wherever your parents go.
Yeah.
And we're living in Ankara, we were living in Tennessee, living in Washington, living in Maryland, now we're living in Turkey. I was just always a happy kid, and wherever my parents were and sisters were, I was really happy doing that. And when you're in the middle of it, you don't think, what a great experience I'm having. I'm living in Ankara, Turkey, and I speak Turkish, and I have a lot of Turkish friends, and go to school. You don't think of it that way. You just think of it, this is just my life.
Yeah.
And so I have a bigger appreciation now that I'm older. That's why I think travel is so good. If you can expose your kids to different cultures and different cities, different parts of the world, I think that's very important.
Yeah. You know what is so cool about you is that you really didn't care for like the news. When
No.
your dad loved
The news
watching
was
the news.
boring.
The news was boring. You always say that. Your dad was, he loved watching Walter Cronkite.
Yes.
He would tell you to watch the news, but then you started watching the news when you got to college. You got some interest watching the news. What I think is so beautiful is that you have received so many, awards, but you received the 39th Walter Cronkite Award,
Yes.
award. For
Irony of that.
Yes. And I think about your dad, who I know he passed when he was 47 and you were a freshman in college. I can't even imagine what your father would think, you being here at CBS, receiving that award.
In Walter Cronkite's name.
Exactly.
I thought about that a lot on that particular day.
Could he have ever dreamed that for you?
No. Because I was always rebelling about, why do we have to watch it? It's so boring, da-da-da-da-da. And Walter Cronkite, that's the way it is. And the fact that I am now getting an award in his name, for the first time, that was one of the few times I thought, this is a big deal. Normally I'm very award shy. I'm not a shy person, but I don't like a lot of attention. I don't. And so, but standing there in Arizona and getting that award meant a lot to me, because I know he would have been so proud of that moment. That's one of the few times where I thought, God, he would have loved this.
Wow.
He would have loved this. And it meant a lot to me that they even thought I was worthy. Listen, I'm sitting there, Walter Cronkite had to retire from CBS at the age of 65. That was the way it was back in the day.
Back in the day.
And I'm sitting here, I'm now 69, but at the time I was 68, and I'm not even kind of thinking about retiring.
Wow.
So I don't have hangups about age.
Yeah.
Somebody said to me, it's about the vitality. And I still have that. I went to the doctor 2 days ago. You'll be glad to know I got passed all the tests.
Of course you
Blood
did.
work is good. Bone density is good. Got good teeth. You never know.
You never know. Yeah, but you do look beautiful. You do
Yes.
look beautiful. I am so glad that you took that job as a part-time at that camera store. Because
Yes.
Ricky Adams, who worked at Channel 9, came there because back then you were a junior in college at University of Maryland.
We have to talk lower.
Okay.
See, they're still recording. So we'll talk a little lower. Okay,
For sure.
Go ahead.
Because you were at the University
Richie
of Maryland.
Adams was one of the, he was one of the muckety mucks at the station.
Yes, yeah. And what did you, because you said you wanted glossier matte.
Well, that was back in the day. I bet you don't even remember this.
I remember this.
Do you?
Yeah, I remember
People
this.
would bring in rolls of film
Yes.
back in the day, little cartridges.
Yes.
And you would ask, do you want glossy, which was a shiny, or do you want matte, which is a dull? Do you want single prints? Do you want double prints?
You're so good.
That was my job behind the counter. And it was next door to a TV station, and unbeknownst to me, he was a big muckety muck at the station.
Yes.
So he said, you have a nice personality, you have a nice voice. Have you ever thought about television? Well, actually, no.
Yeah.
He said, well, would you be interested? We have an entry-level position. And my question was, do I have to work weekends?
I love that.
When you know the proper answer is, thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
When someone's giving you a gift, be gracious and say thank you. I
Yeah.
go, well, let's see, do I have to work weekends? He goes, well, I'm surprised at the question, which is his way of saying,
Yeah.
are you crazy?
Yeah.
But no, Gayle, you don't. It would be Monday through Friday, 3 to 11. Will that work with your schedule? I'm like, yeah, because I get out of class at 2.
So it's like,
so even then he's being sarcastic. Would that be all right with you? And then from the first time I walked in a newsroom, I was hooked.
Wow.
I was hooked. The hustle and bustle and getting the news on the air, and I'd seen people that I recognized on TV.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, wow, there's J.C. Hayward. Wow, there's Gordon Peterson. And what you realize when you meet these TV people, they're just regular people.
Yes.
They're just regular people.
Exactly.
But I fell in love with the business that day.
I know you
and
did.
I've been doing it ever since.
And look at you now.
Yeah.
And I know one of the people that you admire the most was your beautiful mother. You know,
Yes.
she passed away at the age of 60 back in
Yeah.
1994. And I remember you telling Oprah Daily, you said, my mother was the one person who wanted to know every single thing about my life. There are very few people who wanted to know all the little things. Even your closest friends don't necessarily want to hear every single little detail about your life.
Yes.
When you lose that, you feel it deeply. And
you can relate to that.
I was just going to say that.
Because I know your mother wanted to know every single thing you were doing.
Oh, when I read
what are you
that-
wearing? Who are you talking to?
Yeah.
Who are you dating? What are you concerned about? Because that's what mothers do.
Yeah.
You know, when you have that kind of, and I know you had the same thing.
Yeah.
That kind of bond with your mother. I talked to my mother every single day.
I know you did.
About everything and nothing.
Wow.
And I can remember being at the dorm at University of Maryland, sitting in the hall. You know, back then you didn't have phones, so the phones were in the hall. Sitting there at the phone, talking. Then I go, okay, I'm on my way home. Do you need anything?
My
They go,
God.
you just talked to your mother, and now you're going home.
You're gonna go home.
Yes.
You know, I remember Oprah did the eulogy for the
Yes.
service, and Oprah said something that gave you great comfort. You remember what
Yes.
she said? What
Yes,
was
she
it?
said, now for the first time, there's an angel in heaven that knows your name. Isn't that good?
You know what? When I was on
I
the way to
love
my
that.
mom's,
Yes.
the wake, the day after was a funeral,
Yes.
Oprah sent me that message, and she sent me that. And I have
Yes.
it hanging in my office. I
Yeah.
have it in my wallet.
Now there's an angel
There's an
in heaven.
angel that we can call
Yeah.
Peggy.
Yes.
For me, Marilena.
And knows your name. Yes. What's your mom saying?
Marilena.
Yeah, see?
It's beautiful.
That was very comforting to me. Wasn't it to
yes,
you?
Because it's weird. It sounds so beautiful and easy, but it never really hit me when I saw that, because I'm like, she's right. Now we do
Yes.
have an angel that I could just say
Yes.
Marilena,
Yes.
and you Peggy. Like it's
Yes.
it's so
So
beautiful.
true.
It's so beautiful. It's good. You and Oprah have been friends since 1976. I think you both working in Baltimore. You were
Yeah.
21. She was 22. You were making 12,500. She was
Yeah.
making 22,000.
Yeah.
There was a snowstorm. She said, "Gayle, come sleep over." And since then, your friendship has just blossomed,
Yeah.
and it is so special. There's so many wonderful memories. But
Well,
when
now
I-
we're 69 and 70. She's
and you're
older.
both she's
But we were
older.
both born in 1954.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
she's January,
Yes,
I'm
yes.
December. She opens the year, I close the year.
There's so
Yes.
many wonderful memories, and I think when you first started, at the time it was called CBS This Morning, she gave you a gift, and I think you have it
Yeah.
hanging in your kitchen in your house.
I do.
What was that?
It's so appropriate now during these times.
Yes, it is. So I
Color
thought of it.
purple.
Mhm.
Because Patrick is wearing purple.
Yes, he
Purple,
is.
you should stand in front of the camera just so we can see the shade.
Come on, look.
He walked in, I started petting him like a puppy because I love the shade. Because we're sitting here as the color purple is
Yes.
in the theaters.
And they should have been
on the
nominated for Best
screens. It was nominated for Best Picture
For the Golden,
for the no
no, not for
Critics'
Critics'
Choice,
Choice, but not for
Critics'
the
Choice.
Oscars. Yes, which we
Wasn't
can talk about
nominated
that.
for the Oscars.
I don't get that. Even
That
Fantasia.
stung a little bit, but
But yeah,
because
she gave you. What did she give you?
she gave me an original poster from I'm going like this because
Yeah.
it's about this big, of Whoopi in the rocking chair, the silhouette for the poster, color purple, because for her, she never wanted anything more in her life than getting any kind of role in the color purple. She never thought she'd be in the movie. You know, she read the book. She just thought if I could be, there was a best boy, if I could be best girl. She just wanted to be in the set
Yep.
because she loved the movie so much. And so when I was offered, the job at CBS and got the job at CBS and accepted it, she said, "This is your color purple moment." And so I hung it in my kitchen so I can look at it every single day.
so beautiful.
Because at the time I did think, this is my, because I was on the fence. Should I do? Should I not do? And she goes,
I know you were.
You love television news so much. Are you crazy? Yes.
Wow.
If they offer it to you, your correct response is yes, please.
Wow.
So she sent it to me and said, "This is your color purple moment."
I love that so much.
I love the significance of that too.
It's such a full circle moment.
And that we're talking color purple now. You can go see it now.
I know. I've seen it 3 times.
Yeah, it's good.
It gets better. It gets better and better because you don't. We saw the first time, we saw a bunch of critics. When we saw the second time, it was with Oprah and the cast.
Yeah.
Third time we went again by ourselves. Oh my God.
Wow.
Just amazing. But when you were in 7th grade, you say that you always knew that you wanted to be a mom. You
Yes,
even wrote
always.
It. You even wrote it down. So I'm thinking of that seventh grade girl. Okay, if she could see this with your favorite son Will, your favorite daughter Kirby, your favorite granddog Scott, your favorite grandson Luca, what would that 7th grader Gayle see?
So,
because that's what you've always wanted to be a mom.
Luca. This is Kirby. That's Kirby, favorite daughter Kirby. But that's Slater.
Oh, Slater. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Scott is Will's dog.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to have the 2 dogs. dogs together.
Okay, so
because they're
okay.
very-
So what
but
would
that's later.
I wonder what would
I
seventh
love
grade-
this picture.
You've always wanted to be a mom,
Yes,
and then you
always.
know your kids are just beautiful. So what
I
would that
think they
seventh
are.
grade? What
I
would
love
she
this
think?
picture. I should get this frame myself.
It's gonna be for you, okay?
Yes, I love this picture. Well, I always knew I wanted to be a mother. I come from a family of 4 girls. I'm the oldest. And I spent my whole life saying, God, I wish I had a big brother. I wish I had a big brother, because I thought big brothers take care of you. They've
Yeah.
got friendses.
Yeah.
And I always thought people that had big brothers were really lucky. So in my mind, I was going to have a boy first because I wanted it so badly.
I know you wanted it so
Then
bad.
I was going to have wanted twins. I was going to have twin girls. A couple years later, named Rusty and Dusty.
Yeah.
Those were their placeholder names. You would call them Rusty and Dusty. So when Kirby came and it was a girl, they said, I went, oh, a girl. But all you really want is a healthy baby.
Yes.
And the minute you hold them and you see them, and I loved also, Paulo, every single stage.
I know you do.
Will was in town actually, so he was hanging out with him yesterday, and we were just saying how even at this stage we still love hanging out with each other.
Wow.
It's great. It's
You're
really
such a-
great.
you're such
he
a
was
good
just
mom.
in the kitchen yesterday, and he was leaving. He
That's-
goes, Mom, it was so good to spend time with you. And I said, Will, I feel the same. I feel the same.
It's so beautiful. You really are
Yes.
such a good mom. You really are.
put this picture here.
This is how we're gonna end it. Bring the wheel. We're gonna do. This is how we're gonna end it.
oh,
We have
there's a wheel.
There's a
Okay.
wheel. Okay.
Okay.
We're calling this. What does it say, Gayle? There it is. Gratitude according to
Gratitude-
Gayle. Okay.
Who made this,
Patrick
guys?
did.
Patrick, you made this. Wow.
So we're
You
gonna.
made this? Oh
So
my
all
God.
these pictures of important moments from your life.
Can
you're
I
gonna-
keep this?
Of course you could. You're going to
Oh,
spin
I
the
love
wheel, and
this.
whatever photo it lands on, you're going to tell me what makes you feel gratitude in that moment, okay?
Oh
so just
my
go
God.
ahead.
I'm not kidding, Patrick. I love this.
He worked so hard at it too. Oh.
Yes. Do you make these all the time?
We did it for you and Vanna White.
Oh, and Vanna White.
And Joy Reid. Joy Reid, we had political people on there. Gloria Estefan, yeah.
In other words, they do it for a lot of people.
No, we
Gail,
did 200
we
guests,
made it just
4.
for you then. Vanna, Joy Reid, and
forgot.
Gloria Estefan, and that. It doesn't matter. I love mine.
As Pat Sajak says, spin the wheel.
Okay. I want this.
See what it lands on, and you're going to tell me. Okay. Oh, your Barbie.
Oh, my Barbie doll.
Yeah.
I know.
When you see this, what gratitude, what comes to you?
Well, number one, I didn't think I wanted a Barbie doll in myself,
Mm-hmm.
but when they gave it to me, I was like, oh my God, I like it. And that's the dress I wore.
know, it's a dress you
and she looks so pretty. Because I never thought I could be a doll, honestly.
Yeah.
And so the fact that she made this for me meant a lot to me. Yes.
Wow. Where do you
It's in
keep
my
it? It's
office.
in your office,
Yes,
right?
it's in my office
okay,
right now.
Okay,
Yes.
that's so cool. Okay, spin it again. Let's see what you get.
I like this game.
Let's see. The GAYLE King
Oh,
show.
the GAYLE King
Right
shows.
before you came to CBS
Yes,
this
so
morning.
that was at OWN.
Yes.
This is very interesting that they are that because at the time OWN was getting beat up, Oprah was getting beat up. People were saying she shouldn't have given up her show. It's not working. And so I had a show on OWN. And so when this opportunity came for CBS, I called her and I said, I'm not going to do this because I don't want the headline to be even her best friend leaves a sinking ship. I didn't want that headline. And CBS did not mean more to me than what Oprah means to me.
I know.
So I just didn't want more negative publicity for her. But it shows you who she is because she said, look, this is going to be whatever it's going to be. If you are offered this job, as I said, you must take it because it is so, this is a job that's so perfect for you. I think that says something about her.
I was going to say, that's a true friend who sees something so special in you, maybe that you don't see, but she sees it, and she goes, no, this is your opportunity, go. I have to see.
You know what it says, though? It says that we both wanted the best for each other.
Exactly.
That's what
Because
I
that's
like
how you
about
feel
it.
for her, and she feels for you.
Yes.
I got to say that I would watch you every day, and when you had the beloved Florence Henderson on your show, I remember you interviewing her, and she gave you her email because she said that she writes back to all her fans.
Yes.
I emailed her asking her our first season if she would be a guest on our show. 6 days later, we're at Target. I'm in aisle 6, and Florence Henderson writes me saying, you tell me where and when, and I'll be a guest on your show. And that's because of you when she was on your show, because she gave you that information. So it was just very special.
Paulo, how do you know you were in aisle 6?
Because I remember, ask him. It was by the shaving stuff.
What's in aisle 6? Okay.
Razors.
That's funny.
Okay, do one more. Yeah, I want to do this one actually, because this one to me is so special.
Oh, I love this one.
I love this one.
Because that's my mom, of course.
I know.
That's favorite daughter Kirby when she was born,
Yes.
and that's me.
I know.
And then later Kirby duplicated this picture.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
You guys have
you
the
seen
picture.
it? Yes.
I saw it on your Instagram.
Yes.
Oh,
So this is my first child and my
Yeah.
mom's first grandchild. I love this picture.
Oh, that's so good. Well,
because you're looking at those 3 generations, and now, you know, my mom didn't get to see our favorite grandson, Lucas. So
Yeah.
this is really sweet.
Okay, let's do this one. We're ending with this one because this is special, the color purple. Because you guys were
purple.
friends 10 years at this
Listen,
point.
all of these pictures are special.
I know,
Actually,
I know.
when you look at them, they're all really special.
They're really good, yeah.
Oh my
The Walter
gosh.
Cronkite Award over there, yeah. There's
No,
so
me
many.
and Charles
This-
Barkley,
yes,
Oprah and I on the
yes,
road trip.
Yes, the road trip.
Me and R. Kelly. Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
yes.
CBS Mornings with
Yes.
me. No, these are
This is just a recent one. Okay,
Patrick. This is so good.
this is what we're gonna do right now. We have 2 things to show.
I'm gonna take my little gratitude.
This is going to be
wheel.
yours right next to this picture.
I
All right,
love
bring
this.
This is what we're going to do for you right now. We're going to give you this award that we presented
so
to
cool.
Carol Burnett, Julie Andrews, Gloria Estefan, Whoopi Goldberg, and we want to give this to you. We're calling this,
okay.
it's the Most Excellent Legend Award, okay? So this
The
is
Most
for you.
Excellent Legend.
Award. So, and I want you to
Wow.
read, oh, you want me to
Oh
read
my
or can you
God.
see what it says on
I
there?
can see.
Okay,
But I think you should read it.
okay, okay.
But let me look at it though for
Yeah.
a second. Oh wow, all the GAYO. Oh wow. Did you do this too, Patrick?
I've been busy.
You did this too? Good Lord. This is so cool.
Yeah.
It's heavy too. I
So
could do
there's a
curls.
quote on there. It says, "Excellence is the best deterrent to racism." So GAYLE King, be excellent. I know you remember that.
Yes, Jesse Jackson said that.
That
to
was one
me.
of your
It
early.
was one of my first interviews in Kansas City. I hadn't been on the job very long, and I was doing an interview with him. He said, "What's your name?
Yeah.
How long have you been here?" And I remember, number one was Jesse Jackson asked me what my name is. And I remember, I've never forgotten that. Excellence is the best
know.
deterrent to racism, so be excellent. I think
It's
that's
so-
great advice.
It's so
Regardless of your skin color, but really important as
yes,
a person
it's
of
a
color.
reminder, everyone out there. That's why
Yes.
we had to put this on there
I
because
love
it's
this.
so.
You guys are good.
No, okay. And then one more thing we're gonna, because you're our 200th guest. So what's your favorite color?
200 guests. How many years is 200 guests?
How many? It's been 12 years.
Yeah, 12 years.
You're 12 years
12 years
too?
like you. 12 and a half, yeah.
12 and
Because
a
we started
half.
September. You started in January.
January,
Yeah.
yes.
12 and a half, yeah.
Wow.
So what's your favorite color? Tell everyone. I know what it is.
Purple?
No,
No.
well, okay. Wait, no. Okay, we know it's
No,
purple, but
yeah, my favorite color is yellow.
yellow. Okay. And what's your?
You should have seen your face when I
Look-
said yellow, when I said
Think
purple.
about this boy didn't even do his research. I know. I've always known that.
No, I know
And
it's
what's your
yellow.
favorite jewelry piece that you like to wear?
Well, I always wear my heart.
I know you wear your heart, but you love necklaces.
Yes, I do.
And that I know. I've seen you wear that every day.
Yes,
and
I
and
wear
it's
this every
absolutely
day. But I
gorgeous.
always love a good necklace.
Okay, so this is for you. This is something for you. Then we want you to open that.
Did Patrick make this too?
No, he did not
Okay.
make that. Surowski did.
It's a beautiful box.
Yeah,
Oh,
so that's-
wow.
yeah. That's
So
for
it's a
you.
choker, great.
Yeah. And then the other side is another color, but
Oh.
there's the yellow then. Yeah.
Oh, on the other side.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to break a
yeah.
nail.
Yeah.
It's shaped like a O.
Yeah. See?
Oh,
Yes, shaped like an O
wow.
too. Yeah.
That's beautiful. You had that made?
Well, no, we found this and this was the last one, so we took it.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, so
yeah.
there was already a yellow like this?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, we
Paula,
went to
this
the-
is
yeah.
beautiful. Thank you, Patrick.
Well,
This is beautiful, guys.
you so deserve it. Like you so deserve it, GAYLE King.
No, thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm going to figure out a place you will feed us on the air.
Okay. Look,
You will see this.
I just want to say
Thank
honestly,
you. Thank you.
like I have to just say this, like I was so, when it was confirmed it was on my mom's 2-year anniversary on Monday when they said, yes, let's do it this day. And so that was a sign from my mom. And then yesterday, my cousin passed away.
Your cousin?
Yeah, my cousin
Wow.
passed away yesterday. So,
Yesterday.
But it was yesterday, yeah. But being here, like I couldn't wait to come here because I love what I do. Like I love it.
still,
I
yeah.
love it so much. Like I'm like you're a news junkie. Like I'm a daytime junkie. I watch you. I watch all the shows. It gives me
Did
life.
you watch all the
I watch
shows?
all the shows. It's on our
Are you
DVR.
watching Sherry Shepherd?
Of course. Oh, I love it. When you're
Don't
on
you
there, it was
love
good.
her?
And when she had Oprah on there, that was
Yes.
she's got to submit that for
Don't you think
an
she's
Emmy.
good? I
She's-
love her show.
When I
love
interviewed
her
her, we
show.
interviewed last year.
Oh, you did?
I
Okay.
told her, I said, Sherry, this is where you needed to be. Even when
Yes.
you left The View, like we always say God had a
Yes.
plan. This was your plan
I love
to
her
be
opening
here.
monologue, yes,
And
yes.
no one can do it like her.
Nobody.
Because it's so real.
She's
and
a very
natural.
unique voice.
Yes, yes. And I saw the interview when you and Adam Glassman were on there too. Like
Yes,
she's
me
just,
and Adam, yes.
Yes. I remember you said if they tell you no, what does that say backwards? It says on. You know what? Game on.
Yes.
So if you told me no, I'd be like, well, game on, GAYLE. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Look, I just want to say again,
Thank you, Paula.
No, thank
and
you.
Congratulations.
thank you so much.
Congratulations.
You really, I want you to take this in for a
This
second because you inspire not just me, but so many of us. We get to do what we do because we watch you, and you are what, like Oprah says, you're supposed to be where you are. And I love waking up seeing you. You're so good at what you do. You mean the world to me, and it's an honor. And I know that my mom is so happy that I'm here with you, and I know so is your mom, and she's so proud of you and your dad. So keep doing it, okay?
I say the same to you.
Oh, thank you.
Let's give ourselves a round of applause. Me and Paulo, a round of applause.
Okay. All right.
A little spoonful of Paulo will take you a long way.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much for watching.
I love this. I can't tell you how much I love this. And I love your picture choices too.
Yes.
I'm trying to be very editorial.
I know. I love
You have a lot of gifts. Merry Christmas, happy belated birthday. This is all for you.
Thanks. I love this. It's so unique and unusual.
I love it.
No, I love it.